We are backstage at Ovo, Cirque du Soleil, and it's pretty cool because I've already seen the show, and then I get invited back to actually see what happens behind the scenes, and now I'm going to actually let you guys in on some secrets. We're not going to give everything away, but we're going to find out what makes a show like a traveling Cirque du Soleil performance happen. This is Steve Armstrong. He's the man when it comes to wardrobe. That's what I called him.
Yeah.
The head guy, the dude that makes it all happen, makes all the actors really in the show look great.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm not alone. We're a team on the road. I mean, we are 3 permanent, and we hire 3 temporary staff in every city we go to. So, and then we work really hard to make this happen and get them dressed every night.
Well, and I just confessed, and I told you, this is not my first Cirque show. I actually became a Cirque fan during Alegria, which I absolutely love that show. But I've seen, and the story behind that, too, is I was actually dragged to that one. I was like, I don't want to go see Cirque. I don't want to go. That was about 8 years ago, and I've seen every show since, and now I belong to the fan club. I'm a groupie. Okay,
That's
so
good.
I know what's going on.
That's good.
But that being said, that I've seen a bunch of these shows, the thing that really stands out about Ovo, which is a relatively new Cirque show, right?
Yeah, we're 2 years old about. Yeah.
What I really loved about it were the bright colors, the fact that insects are involved with the storyline. Talk about that.
Yeah, actually, Liz Vandal, the main designer for the costumes, actually took the time to research every single insect we have in the show and to look for the eyes, how they're built, their skin, their hair, everything. So she did all that, and then she helped herself to create certain details of every insect with that. And it took forever. It took 6 months for everything to be aligned and put together, and then it just became beautiful.
Well, that's the thing. You've got humans that are acting like insects in the show, Ovo, which is egg, by the way, in Portuguese?
Yeah.
See, I know my stuff. But when you've got humans as insects, you got to make them look as realistic as possible.
Yeah, we try it as much as we can. It involves a lot of work and a lot of preparation, like cricket legs and various other items, the eyes that we have on certain hats, and cricket hats, antennas, shoes, unitards, everything.
Let's take a look, if we can, at some of the costumes, if you can. Go ahead, Steve.
Let's go around. So, right here, we've got a cricket. So basically, this one is an old one that got retired. It's still looking pretty good, decent, but we're always looking for perfection at Cirque. So we took this one out, but basically we have pleated polyester, which every single fabric at Cirque comes in white, and we do our own processing, dyeing, manipulations on them. So all this is pleated by Cirque, dyed, and we also have an applique of Mitex on top, which is basically a plastic and glue. Which creates the shininess that we see on insects. And so we have a base layer of lycra, like any other shows. We use a lot of lycra so that they can move really well. So we have this, and all this, the guys enter by the neck. So we have hidden zippers a little bit everywhere. Try as much as we can to not show them, just so it looks like a real bug. So that's about it. That's for cricket. Then we have wood insects.
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
The stick bugs are stilt walkers. All pleated, dyed at Cirque also. And that's about it. The same lycra base under with built up wood on it, but it's all fabric.
But again, like I was saying earlier too, the colors are bright, like the cricket. I mean, when you're talking about nature, which is the insect-based show that Ovo is, you're dealing with bright colors.
We deal with bright colors, but also with maybe more earth tone colors that we brighten up also with the stage lights. So there's always a really good interaction between costume and technicians for that. And everything's validated in Montreal, basically.
So let me ask you, you got one of your job responsibilities, I guess, is to make sure that they look good for the show, but the wear and tear, you got to keep an eye on that as well.
Exactly. So basically, the first few months we run the show, we look at, okay, how long is that costume gonna last, or this one? the hat, the shoes. So we look at everything, and we built basically a spreadsheet telling us, okay, this one lasts 3 months, this one is 6 months, and then we start rotating every costumes in advance so that every person who sees the show sees perfection every night. And then we change them throughout the years as the show grows old. We continue. There's also a certain evolution because an artist might need a certain thing and the other one not. So everything gets adapted with the years also.
So is it safe to say this is your shop and you would do all the repairs and things like that?
Yeah, that's basically the costume shop. So we have also a shoe shop in the back and props with a high-tech ventilation system for painting. We have basically sewing machines, hats. We carry everything on tour that we need to, from bobbins, snaps, zippers, everything we have them.
Well, this is great. Okay, now here comes the big question.
Yes.
And I promise we won't. If nobody's going to get mad, what's your favorite costume of Ovo?
Crickets.
He's very proud of the crickets. I could say. I could tell.
Yeah, it's been we worked hard on them. The guys worked hard with us also to make it work, and it's been a long evolution that took over a year. But it is also the most active character on stage. It is, to me, the most appealing visually with the props, the cricket legs, and everything together. So yeah, and also the act at the end of the show is amazing.
Which we're not going to give away right now. All right, Steve, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. Backstage, Ovo, Cirque du Soleil, here in Houston. You need to go see this show. It's amazing.